Virtue is not made by words. You can articulate like an eloquent philosopher, preach with the passion of a revered sage, recite every noble axiom ever inscribed upon the annals of time. But if your deeds diverge from your declarations, if your life doesn't mirror the morals you mouth, your utterances evaporate like mist in the morning sun, hollow echoes in the chamber of character. The ancient Greeks, those luminous titans of thought who forged the foundations of Western civilization, lived this truth with unyielding conviction. Arete, excellence, wasn't a lofty lecture or a rhetorical flourish. It was an unbreakable standard, a sacred code etched into the soul, a way of being that demanded demonstration over declaration. It was the quiet heroism of daily devotion, the steadfast pursuit of integrity that inspired generations to transcend mediocrity and embrace the extraordinary. True greatness doesn't proclaim itself with pomp and pageantry. It manifests in the subtle symphony of silent actions, the unseen battles waged in the arena of the everyday. You don't need to broadcast your honor. Let your life be the broadcast. You don't require validation for your discipline. Let your consistent choices validate it. Virtue blooms not in the spotlight of spectacle, but in the shadows of solitude, where no audience applauds, no witnesses watch, yet your inner compass guides you unerringly toward the noble. Virtue is proven not in eloquent expressions, but in embodied execution, in how you navigate the nuances of life when the curtain falls and the crowd disperses. It's the resilience forged in the forge of unseen struggles, the integrity upheld when temptation whispers sweetly, the compassion extended when convenience counsels otherwise. Anyone can craft compelling narratives of nobility. Only the committed can live them, inspiring others not through oratory, but through the quiet power of example that ripples across lives and legacies. We inhabit an era where words flow freely like rivers unbound. Platforms amplify every opinion, every proclamation, every pretense of principle. Everyone claims a cause, everyone espouses ethics, everyone asserts allegiance to ideals. But how many truly tread the path they tout? How many practice the precepts they preach? The chasm between declaration and demonstration has never been wider, yet the ancient call resounds. Virtue isn't validated by volume. It's verified by vitality, by the vibrancy of a life lived in alignment with its avowed values. The greatest among us, the leaders who lifted nations, the innovators who ignited revolutions, the sages who shaped societies, weren't remembered for their rhetoric alone. They were exalted for their embodiment. The quiet tenacity of their toils, the unseen sacrifices that sculpted their successes, the daily disciplines that defined their destinies. Think of the athlete who endures grueling pre-dawn trainings, their sweat unseen, but their triumphs celebrated. The writer who wrestles with words in solitary nights, their struggles invisible, but their stories immortal. The parent who models integrity in mundane moments, their efforts unheralded, but their influence eternal. Virtue begins where visibility ends, in the private crucibles where character is truly crafted. The ancient heroes of Greece weren't immortalized for their orations in the agora. They were enshrined for their valor on the battlefield, their sacrifices in the shadows, their unwavering adherence to arete amid adversity's assault. They didn't merely articulate what was right, they actualized it, inspiring us to bridge the gap between intention and impact. This is the ultra-inspirational essence. When life tests you in the unseen arenas, the late-night labors when exhaustion beckons surrender, the solitary decisions where integrity hangs in the balance, the quiet commitments when convenience tempts compromise, choose virtue. Infuse your efforts with purpose that pulses, mastery that moves mountains, truth that transforms. Ask yourself with heroic honesty, are you merely mouthing your values or manifesting them in motion? Do your habits harmonize with your beliefs or echo empty? Do your relationships reflect your integrity, radiating authenticity, or reveal rifts? Does your work whisper your pursuit of excellence or wane in whispers? Virtue is not proclaimed, it's practiced, a daily devotion that demands not fanfare, but fidelity. It's the habit of showing up when spotlights fade, of choosing honor when hidden, of forging forward when forgotten. In this quiet quest, you don't just cultivate character, you create contagion, inspiring those around you to live their words, to bridge rhetoric with reality. Stop merely talking about the person you aspire to be. Start being that beacon now. Let your life be the living testament, your actions the articulate argument for excellence. For in the end, it's not the eloquence of your expressions that endures. It's the eloquence of your existence, the legacy of a life lived with uncompromised virtue. Virtue is not made by words. Let your deeds declare it boldly, and in doing so, you don't just achieve greatness, you inspire it, igniting a chain reaction that elevates not only your path, but the paths of all who follow. Your extraordinary embodiment begins now. Live your virtue and let it inspire eternity.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.